today is a Sunday. Happy Sunday. We're into our first patriotic project. I had to think about that because I couldn't remember. I don't think, no, that's a lie. We did do one. We did the Liberty Bell.
Oh, yeah.
I was like really racking my brain. But anyway, we're into our second patriotic project. I already lied. I forgot about that one. But anyway, when you jump on, say hello, hit the heart button. You're going to comment wreath, W-R-E-A-T-H. Let me go ahead and find myself. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. We celebrated Easter yesterday with the family. Today we've just been working on the house, did some yard work because it's the first time we've seen sun in like 3 weeks. When you guys jump on, comment wreath. Hi Suzanne. Hit the heart button, sprinkle the video around, that helps us out. I'm Brittany with Tilton Designs. Mark's here. If you see that red light above our head, we are live. Otherwise you're watching the replay, so just comment #replay. That helps us out very, very much, and we appreciate it so much more than you know. Hey Patricia, how are you? Let me just put this in the channel here, and we should be ready to go. Hey girl, hey, how are you? Hi Marsha. So we're gonna do, I have this grapevine wreath. These are my Amazon link. It's 18 inches on the outside, 13 inches on the inside. You guys know I love these. I use these a lot. And I have some pretty flowers. These are just some red peonies I had left over from Valentine's Day. And we're going to use these as well. I got these, I think, at Joann a while back, but I thought they were pretty. So we're going to use those as well. And you guys remember these beaded stars? We only have the small ones left, but I'm going to actually, there's a chalkboard surface inside. I'm just going to remove it, and I'm going to paint the whole thing nominee. It's just going to be an embellishment on the side. And then, look how cute this is. I had Mark create this for me. I had an idea in my head, and I like knew the top, and so I had him like piece it together for me. But we're gonna paint this, and we're gonna use a couple transfers on it, and it's gonna kind of just hang out here. But it's gonna have, we're gonna use our angled stripes, what's it called? Angled stripes and flag transfer. And then we're gonna use this transfer, which is new. It's called Patriotic Banners. And we're gonna use the stars and stripes. I love the font on that one. It reminds me of, we had a Christmas one. Do you guys remember? Said sleigh bells ring. It kind of reminds me of that font. Hey guys, how are you? So anyway, when you jump on, say hello. We're gonna use our home color of the month, which I grabbed Cadet. Let me grab the correct one. Home color of the month for the first time. You guys can grab that with a qualifying order on our website of $75 or more. You can grab up to 3 jars per order. But let's get started. I'm excited. So these are on Etsy. We still have the Etsy sale going on until is it through the 15th, Mark?
Yes.
Through the 15th, which is Mark's birthday. His birthday's in 2 days, and he's going to be 38 years old, you guys. Isn't that crazy? Hi, Maureen. So use the code THANKYOU15 to get 15% off of that. But we're going to get started. This is going to be really, really cute. So I'm going to start by painting my 2 things I need to paint here. How's everybody's weekend going? You guys having a good one? It's nice to have the kids home. They're on spring break, so they're home the whole week, which is great. So I'm happy to have them here. Mark, come say hello to the people. They're all saying hi, and you're not even showing your face.
I'm right here. I'm not allowed to, remember?
Thanks for sharing the love. He is young. He is young. So we're gonna pop this guy open. These are super cute. They stand up. We used to have large ones, but they're sold out. But we're just gonna remove this out of here and just kind of use it as an embellishment.
Hi guys.
There he is.
Happy Sunday.
He's here, the man of the hour. We got some lights up in the house, you guys. You worked extra hours today? Overtime, right, baby? Overtime. My birthday's the 14th, and you'll be 67. You're young too.
That's tomorrow.
Spring chicken, right? Yeah, that's tomorrow. Hi, Sue Douglas. How are you? All right, pop this out of here. So again, this is a chalkboard surface. It's not double-sided, but it's reusable. But I'm going to paint this with nominee. This one I'm going to paint in bright white because I want to do stripes in red for behind my words. And then I'm going to do the words in home. That's my plan.
That's good.
Okay. Is your mic having problems?
Oh, can you hear?
Can you guys hear me okay? Is it just Marilyn having issues? My husband just had back surgery and I woke up with a cold. Oh no, well prayers for both of you. Prayers for a speedy recovery. That's no fun. Can everybody hear us okay, hopefully? Maybe it's just Marilyn? Okay. I think it's just Marilyn. Sorry, Marilyn. Can somebody tell her? Might be her, maybe she doesn't have her volume up or something. I'm not sure. All right, we're gonna give this a quick coat. We might have to do 2. We will see. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Get this coated in our bright white here. I thought this was cute. So the stars are popped out, so it'll just, you'll just see the stars, but I thought they were cute. Thank you, Lena and Debbie. What? Oh, Mark just found a
Forgot to put it in there.
meat stick in his pocket.
I'm outside working with the kids, and I forgot I had a snack.
Yeah, the sun's out, which is nice. We haven't had the sun out here in Western New York in a hot minute. Feels like it's just been dreary and yucky forever. So it's been nice to see the sun. I might not paint this perfectly because I'm kind of, you guys know I always go for the vintage look. I started to paint it perfectly and then realized I don't really want to. So now I'm kind of, sounds like I'm far away. It might just be your, I don't know what you're watching, like the device you're watching it on. I'm not sure. We haven't changed anything, so I am not sure, my friend.
Bite.
I don't want to bite, but thank you. I don't think they want to watch me eat. That's one thing I don't do live is eat. I do drink. Cold and rainy today. Thank you for the stars, Anita. You guys, we can activate the stars party. We're 40% of the way. Let's see if we can do it. Yes, we got lights up.
We're getting there.
We're getting there. We were
It's a lot
gonna
of
start,
work, but we do it nice. So
we were going to start doing an accent wall, but then we realized we can't do that because once the baseboards and stuff and the new flooring are up,
window trim.
It's going to be a little bit different. So it was in the 90s yesterday. Whoa. That's crazy, huh?
We had Easter on Saturday, kind of.
Yeah, but it was cold. We had the Easter eggs on.
I know.
I was freezing. Thank you guys so much for the stars. You're so sweet. We appreciate that. Very, very much. Hi, Miss Donna. 80s in Kentucky and beautiful. That sounds lovely. I would take it. But I am happy to see the sun, so can't complain.
I think we won't see it again until Thursday.
I know. It's supposed to be yucky the rest of the week, so that's a bummer, but, you know. All right, let me wipe my fingers off here. We're going to start getting mystery bundles around. I was going to start doing it this weekend, but then I realized I forgot to order the pizza boxes. We call them pizza boxes because they look like pizza boxes, but they're not like actually for pizza. But we're going to start putting those together tomorrow. But if you guys want to order them, the cutoff to order mystery bundles is the 20th. So we're going to start putting those together tomorrow. Thank you for the stars, Miss Cindy. You guys, 96%. We have 38 seconds. Can we do it? 82, but windy. Sunny and warm in southeast Missouri. Every time you say Missouri, I want to say Missouri.
We'll see the sun again on Thursday, honey.
Will we?
Maybe.
Missouri. I don't know. 21 seconds. I don't know if we can do it. Can we? Let's see. How are you, Megan? Do you sell kits with all the supplies to make them? We got a stars party! If you comment the keyword, which is, what is the word today? Wreath, W-R-E-A-T-H, then you'll get a full list of the supplies, and you can order everything right from our website, either Etsy, that's where the cutout comes from, or the rest is from our chalk site. Mark, you gotta come, give me a twirl.
I will.
And a dip.
Let me finish eating mine.
Well, he's eating a meat stick. You guys, you gotta hold on just a second. But thank you guys so much for the stars. All right, we're gonna take nominee and give this a paint job quick. I'm gonna use a brush though, like a bristle brush.
Stars party for my birthday. Wow.
Stars party from his birthday. Oh, he's excited. Look, are you gonna give him a dance? What's that? Like a happy dance? Your belly's full or what?
Yeah.
What is
That's
that?
my belly dance.
That's his belly dance. Show him your belly
Not
dance.
appropriate for camera.
No, show him. You have to.
Yeah.
Where are all my brushes?
Where? What do you mean?
No, like my other ones. Show me your dance you were just doing. It's cute.
That's
Show
my
'em.
belly dance.
That's his happy dance.
My belly dance.
I don't know what that was.
That's my belly dance, babe.
That's his version of belly dancing. You know what brushes I'm talking about? My bristle, like my chalk ones that are like teal.
Oh.
They're all gone.
Follow this in there.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm gonna do this one for now. Well, anyway,
Not sure what to tell you.
we're gonna get this painted.
You stop missing the garbage can whenever you fix.
No, Mark. I like missing the garbage can, so you have to pick it up.
We got a dumpster coming Wednesday. Get some stuff cleaned up. I'm excited.
Look how pretty.
I like that. It's so nice.
So nice, so nice. Yeah, that's his.
That's my dance.
He just has
Those
a
about-
snack dance.
Those are about the extent of my moves.
Those are extent, yeah. He doesn't dance too much.
I don't show it off.
He doesn't show it off. He doesn't want to like be real flashy with it.
Because it would just.
You guys would just be so.
Too much attention.
Yeah. You would be just.
Anybody seen Magic Mike?
Mark. I don't think they need
Magic
that.
Mark.
It's Magic Mark. Oh my gosh. I don't think.
You know.
Mark, I don't think that
You know, honey.
they need that visual.
Let me try this thing. You painting again, or is it like doing that?
Well, I'm gonna sand it really good because
I like
I
it.
started to paint it funky. Well, I want
I'll look
it
at it.
distressed. Yeah. Yes, nominee is my favorites. Yeah, wait till you guys see what I got him for his birthday. You guys are gonna love it. So I keep telling him I had something commissioned for him, like a big time artist. If she's on here, if she's on here, she'll know, but I'm not gonna tell them. They'll see it on your birthday.
Oh.
I'm gonna leave it so you can see some of the whites because I kind of like that. But we're gonna go around and paint all this. Magic Mark bust a move. Yeah, okay. This dude cannot dance. Let me just tell you. Let me just tell you that. He might think he can, but he can't.
You know.
You know. Oh, bud. We've been watching the new season of Love on the Spectrum. You guys, that show just makes me so happy. I can watch that show and just smile. Like, anybody else just watch that show? I just love that show. Connor, I love Connor. I love Tanner. And there's a new girl. What's her name? Madison. She's so cute, too. She had her first kiss the other night. Oh, my gosh. I was like,
Oh yeah, that was.
dang, girl! Anybody watch that? Oh my gosh.
Can't imagine what's happening on the second.
She's like, this is my first kiss. I think I'm ready. And she like went in for a kiss, and I didn't think she was ever going to come up for air. And I was like, dang. That wasn't anything like my first kiss. Oh, yeah. Save all that for Britt. That's right, Peggy. You tell him, Magic Mark. Oh my gosh. He does not need any more fuel. Let me just tell you.
Whatever.
Him and his father, they're like two peas in a pod. They act just alike.
No.
They're so full of it. Alright, we're just going to get the inside. I'm using the sponge brush because I feel like it covers better on the outer parts. Well, outer, what I'm trying to say. Anyway, we're loving that show. I'm not done with the season. I think we have two episodes left, but cutest show ever. Hi, Lisa. Makes me so happy. If you guys are just jumping on, say hello, comment wreath. This is going to be so, so cute. When we're done. Anybody do anything fun this weekend? I always do an egg hunt for I always did it for my kids. Delaney still does it, but Parker and Sophie think they're too old, so they hid the eggs this year. But for my niece and nephew,
I like
and
that.
then Delaney. But we always Mark says I always overdo it. But I had like 250 eggs. It wasn't that many.
Yeah.
But he thinks I do
That's for 3
overkill.
kids, guys, not for like.
I'm ready for chalk hunt. I'm so excited. Rini, are you coming? Did you register? I'm so excited for chalk hunt. Chalk hunt is like the most fun ever. It's our big annual event of the year, and we haven't had one in person in 2 years. They've been virtual, so I'm super excited that we're having it in person. Isn't it so pretty on there? I love Nominee. It's like my favorites. And it's super pretty on anything, but on the star, it's super pretty. You went to a Clint Black concert? Nice! You went grocery shopping? That was your fun today? You worked all weekend? You got another 5 transfers, and you got the blueberries! Yay! That's awesome! Jen, oh my gosh, you know what I was thinking? I was thinking that the blueberries was one that you wouldn't get, and I told Liz that. Now I feel really bad. She might get it. I was thinking that only the people that were brand new would get that one. I messed up. I might have to message her and tell her. Why was I thinking that only brand new people got the blueberries?
Anyone a little slow.
My brain must be broken. But that's exciting. I love the blueberry one. Maybe I got that mixed up with something else. I'm going to have to message Liz and tell her I'm sorry. Liz, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. I must have gotten myself. Oh, you have to work? That's a bummer. All right, so finish this off. We're almost done here, and then we'll let this dry. Mark's sanding down our banner that we're gonna chalk on. Yeah, nominee is, I just love nominee. You can incorporate nominee in for every holiday, I feel like. We put up our new chandelier in our living room, and then we have like a little tiny area next to like the stairwell. We put up a new light.
That's a foyer.
We cut the foyer. It's not a foyer. It's like the tiniest little area. But my husband is teaching our 8-year-old grandson how to run the backhoe. That's so cute. Did you get the blueberries too? Yeah, I totally messed up. I gotta remember to message Liz after this. Message Liz Forrester. I must have gotten that messed up in my head. I was thinking that only new people got that one, but I don't know. All right, I think we're good. I'm just gonna do a little bit more on the outside. Isn't that pretty? And you could go, if you didn't like the white showing through, you could, you know, go through and make sure you got all that, but all the transfers I got, I already had. Well, yeah, because you were a club member for a long time, so that obviously would happen. All right, we're gonna let that dry. We'll let it do its thing over here. And we'll start, well, Mark's almost done with the banner, and then we can start on that. Grab some stuff down here. So I guess while he's doing that, we can start putting together our wreath here. I love grapevine wreaths. I just think you can use them for every holiday. They're just pretty. And like I said, I have these. These ones I think came from, I'm pretty sure these ones came from Joanne. So I'm just gonna kind of split it down the middle.
There you go.
Right about there. Hi Denise, how are you? I guess I don't want to do this yet because I want to make sure my star's dry, because the star is going to kind of be this focal point.
This is good.
So Mark's ready for that. So we'll switch. We won't do this yet.
I think it'll be to your liking.
Oh, it's perfect. Look it. He sanded it really good for me.
So it's kind of
Vintagey. That's what I wanted. Perfect. Look at it. Sticking to my magnets. All right. So now, he sanded it all down for me really, really good. 220 grit over top. I'm just going to take an emery board and just get in a couple of these little spots. Yeah, can you dry it for me? Where the stars are. Just where the paste got in there.
Oh yeah, I forgot to take stars.
No, you're good. I tried to be really careful and not do it, but there's just a couple spots I hit. So we'll just get that out of there real fast. The emery boards work pretty well for this. Thank you for sprinkling. How are you, Jenny? I said it's our first patriotic project, you guys, and I forgot we did that Liberty Bell, so it's our second. I'm not a liar, I just forgot because my brain's broken. Yeah, comment wreath. This is gonna be so cute. I thought this was really, really cute. So I'll be honest with you, I was like getting irritated because I was gonna use one of our shapeable banners, the small ones. You guys know I love those. I use them all the time. In fact, they're back here. I painted them. They're back here on these. And I must have used all of the smaller ones because all I had were the long ones. So I was getting mad, and then I was like, I'm not gonna get mad. I'll just make my own little banner. So this is what we came up with, and I thought it was really cute. So we just listed this on Etsy. Lots of different ways you could use these, but I think it'll be super cute on a wreath. There we go, that's good. So now I'm just gonna wax it. I add a little bit of surface wax in the middle, and I'm gonna do some stripes in the middle in red. So we're gonna use our angled stripes pattern. Angled stripes in plaid, it's called. But I don't want this big part right here. What I want is just like these little ones. See the little lines? So what I'm gonna do, and I've used this transfer so many times. So this is not as sticky as it once was. I've used this transfer, I can't even tell you, like a lot. You can use our transfers 10 to 12 times. This one's been used probably, I don't know, 30, 40 times, okay? So I'm not even gonna worry about fuzzing it. I'm just gonna place it on here in the center. Make sure it's somewhat straight. And I'm just gonna do, I think I'll just do, I'm gonna do these stripes and that stripe, I think. Would that be close to the center? It doesn't have to be perfect. And I'm gonna use cherry. I'm using, it's an 18-inch wreath. Taking a break from looking at cars at a car show. That's fun. All right, so then we'll just chalk these 3 stripes right here. And just get our excess off. And then we'll peel it up. Hi, Autumn. Yes, new cars or old? I feel like I need another stripe, like a normal stripe underneath of that. Let me dry this. And I'm gonna add one more stripe underneath. That is not straight at all.
Hmm?
Look how unstraight that is.
Perfect.
Nah.
You got one.
What did I do?
It's okay. It's supposed to be okay.
No, I can't leave it like that.
You-
I waxed it, so I should be able to wipe it mostly off, and then we can always sand it a little bit. I don't know what I did, but that is not straight at all. Were you in my crafting room today? I just did something similar. Did you really? No way! What are the odds? So when you wax, it's like a little layer of protection, so it really did like protect our surface for the most part.
Distressing it more.
Yeah, it does distress it more. That was my plan. I'm just trying to distress it more.
Good job, man.
It's all good.
Actually, looks good.
Yeah, I like it.
You look like brilliant.
I'm brilliant. I did that on purpose. Totally. How did you know? Okay, now I'm gonna wax it again just in case I have to wipe it again, because that'll help us in the future.
And you put another little straight line beneath it.
I was going to, but I gotta get it straight.
You may want to go up a little higher too.
You believe in me? Let me do these ones.
The one in the center?
Yeah.
Which one did you do on these?
1,
Four?
2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Does it look about right? I don't know. So this is straight on here.
Close right there.
Okay. I think we got it now. Can I use any kind of wax, or does it have to be chalk or
You
tour?
want tape?
Um,
Tape along that line there.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that off. So there's different. I would recommend using our wax. I've never used any other kinds of wax. You just want to make sure there's different types of wax. I know there was like a wax from Lowe's or something you could use, but like you want to make sure it's a type of wax that's gonna provide a slick surface. There's different certain waxes are not gonna do what this wax does. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully that makes sense. I'm going to just take a little bit of placement tape and tape off right here so I don't go off of my spot here. And then we're going to fix this because I messed that last part up. But I mean, you're a Perks member and you get 30% off, and it retails for like, what, $11 or something? So I would just recommend getting the chalk kind. And you only need to wax when you paint a surface or if you're layering or if you're using paper. It's really the only times. All right, let's go ahead and chop these lines. This time we should be nice and straight, hopefully. I show you what not to do. And then if you do mess it up, I show you how to fix it. See? All right. Just get the excess off. And then peel her up. Guaranteed this time. Yes. Perfect. Yeah, I'm not, like I said, I don't know. Like, I would tell you if there was a different, I just don't, I can't remember. Honestly. I got her, but thanks, Sherry. Thanks for the stars, Debbie. All right, we're gonna get this dry. And then I am gonna give it a tiny bit of wax just because this is gonna be an uneven surface now and I wanna make sure that this lays down and I get perfect lines. So I'm gonna, you know, give it a tiny little sand, and then we'll do our stars and stripes on top, and we're going to use Home, which like I said is the color of the month. You guys can grab that with a qualifying order of $75 while supplies last. It's still available as of right now. I use the stars. You can use whatever you prefer, but the stars is what works for me to keep it straight. The first time I just wasn't paying attention, so. I get paint on my shirt all the time. It's just kind of a part of the job. But then you just clean our transfers with tap water and a board eraser. We got Suds Buster on that.
On it.
He loves his name, Debbie.
Never had an official title before.
He's never had an official title before. Alright, we're just gonna lightly sand it just to smooth her out. And then I'm gonna wax over top of it because we don't want to pull any of our stripes up. I think it's gonna be gorgeous. Just gorgeous. And then I haven't used this transfer yet, so I'm gonna grab my transfer trimmers. Do we just wax before a project, or can we do it after also? No, you just do it like when you're, like if you paint a surface and then you put a sticky transfer on it, it's to prevent you from pulling any of the paste up that you painted. Or if you're like layering paste, so like I'm layering on top of this paste. Or if you're doing paper so that you don't tear your paper, that kind of thing. You don't wax afterwards. If you want to like seal it so it's permanent, if you're gonna like put it outside or something, then you would use like a matte sealing spray. Does that make sense? You don't want to wax afterwards. Anyway, what were you gonna say, Mark?
Oh, I assume you're done with this?
Oh, yes. Okay, so first time using this one, I like to keep my backer sheets all in one piece. So I just take my transfer trimmers, I lift up, and we just glide along these lines. We'll use this transfer lots of times. It's got Freedom, 4th of July, Stars and Stripes, and there's a whole little stars banner at the bottom. We do have cutouts for this one on Etsy as well. But we're just going to use the Stars and Stripes letters on here. Maybe I'll do Stars and Stripes in Home, and then I'll do and in Nominee, just to give it, add a little to the Nominee. Oh, I answered your question. Gotcha. Yes, Home is so pretty, Jen, isn't it? All right, so normally, because this is brand new, this is what you would normally do. You would fuzz your transfer. I didn't fuzz that first one because I've used that one so many times. But they're sticky and they're reusable over and over again, so we're just going to add some lint to this. No worries, Missy. That's what I'm here for. No worries. Yeah, Home is so pretty. Home is like, it's very much like a navy. We haven't had a navy, so it's a very good color. All right, so now we're just gonna place this right here in the center of our little banner. How cute is this? Press her down, and I'm gonna do Stars and Stripes, and then I'm gonna do and Nominee, just to bring some Nominee in there. Yeah, no project's complete without Nominee. You're darn right about that. So I'm gonna use my multi-tool, and do and. In nominee. Nominee is more like a metallic, so that's why I'm doing that one first, because metallics take a little longer to dry. So I have a little bit more time to play with it, but you could always do the paste and peel method as well if you were newer to chalking. And now we're gonna use home. Your cart is almost enough to get home, waiting to get paid. Yay, that's exciting. All right, let's use this bad boy. Look how pretty this is. I've always had to mix up my own navy, so this is fun to not have to do that. Such a pretty color. Usually our color of the month sells out about mid-month, so if you haven't grabbed it, I would grab it probably, I would guess by the end of this week. If I had to guess, that's usually about when it sells out. And there might be a little something exciting happening this week, you guys. So keep your eyes peeled. We'll have something exciting happening in the VIP group. I'll announce it tomorrow night. So make sure you guys are in our VIP group. It's a free group to be in, but you can also join our club to get 5 free transfers this month. All right, ready? Look how cute. I love that. So what do you guys think? Hey, Miss Sue, how are you? You got yours? So there's our cute little banner for inside of our wreath. So now we can put her all together. Aw, thank you, Missy. I never thought of myself as a good teacher, but I appreciate that. I don't have a lot of I couldn't have been a teacher for kids, I can tell you that, because I don't have a lot of patience. Like trying to teach my daughter something, and I have to repeat myself, and I'm like, oh, this is why I'm not a teacher of small children. But for women, like crafting and stuff, that's okay. Isn't it cute? What do you guys think? Hit the heart button. Now we're gonna bring back our wreath over here, and we're gonna start putting this together. So we painted our cute little star. I also have, look how pretty this ribbon is. I got this at Hobby Lobby, I don't know, year before last or something. And you guys know I'm really into florals right now. Any word on stocking of the new 9x9 frame? No, I'm hoping we get some information on that soon. I'm excited about that too. I haven't heard anything on that yet, Debbie. That would be really nice too, huh? All right, so let's move this to the side, and we're gonna start. I'm gonna actually probably attach my star first, because that's gonna kind of go in the center here, and then I'm gonna kind of have my flowers coming out from it. So I like to use zip ties. I'm just gonna use, I think I'm just gonna use clear. Isn't it cute? So I'm just gonna attach this. Grapevine's nice because you can, weave your zip ties right through your grapevine. Go up a little higher. I got the 5 free transfers in order. I have another order coming that is getting another 5 transfers. Denise, so it's random. You might get some of the same. You might get a couple different. It just depends. It's totally random. I gotta move that up a little bit. I want it to be more centered. About there, I think. Honey, for cleaning my transfers. You're the best. I ever told you that?
No. But thank you.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. Like, they can't keep track of what they send you, so it's different. Missy, you joined club, so you got 5 for joining, and then you got 5 different after you placed an order. So that's the difference. Denise was already a club member, and she's placed 2 orders, so it just depends. They can't keep, you know what I mean? Like there's no way for them to make sure that you get 5 different each time you place an order. It's just
for
not
each
possible.
person.
Yeah. But if when you join club first, you get 5 free, and they're, like I said, it'll be different when you place an order, if that makes sense. He is such a good husband. On Wednesday is our Easter egg hunt at our store. That's fun. All right, trim this off, and I'll hide these a little bit. So I'm just going to tighten that up a little bit. And then I'm going to grab another long one. I'm just going to kind of push this one. Attach it right here in this corner. I need like tweezers or something so I can grab it. Oh, he's going to show me a trick because he was an electrician. Hi, Barbara.
You like this?
Oh, you bend it. This is from a former electrician, guys. See? Oh, now I'm going in another spot. So let's. That worked though.
Just so it's easier to grab on.
Thanks, honey. You taught me something. All right. Now I'm gonna start adding in my florals. So I have that attached. I'm gonna split these down the center here. Thanks, Miss Barbara. To make some a little bit longer than the others. Then I'm just going to zip tie these together with a shorter zip tie just so they're together here. Hi, Wanda. Thank you. I knew they didn't keep track. I just didn't know they were giving more than the 5 I received. It was a bunch of older transfers. Yeah, I mean, they're all older transfers, yes. That attach, and then we'll just trim this off. And that's just going to kind of come out the bottom like that. And then I'm going to attach these ones. This one only had 4. I don't have enough on this one. This will take one of these. I have 3 bunches. Right?
Is that too loud?
Mark's packaging, guys. How rude. Hi, Kathy. What did you do that when we're live? What the heck?
I'm cutting up some boxes.
Mark, I'm just messing with you.
Is it too loud though, for real?
Is he being too loud? Somebody tell him. Debbie will tell you if he's being too loud.
We need a wall in the middle of the building.
Do we?
Yeah. That's what will be our next project.
Okay. We have too many projects to do at the moment.
And I just don't want to anymore. You guys see that reel? That was funny.
Did you guys see the reel? That was Mark's idea. He's like, we're going to do this reel.
Because they're like, we've been doing this every day, and I just like, I just don't want to.
He doesn't want to do it anymore. I said, too bad. Get over it. He's the one that keeps adding more projects, so I'm not sure why he's complaining, to be honest with you. If they said you're fine.
I think it does better, like, the noise.
Alright, tighten this one up. I'm going to attach these, obviously. They're not just going to sit there. I'll use a zip tie and attach them in there. Now I'm going to add some peonies, or peonies, depending on what you say. Hi, Roy. How are you? And this is kind of how we're going to hide some of our stuff up in there. Just going to pop these. Will these pop off? You went to a sip and paint party last night? Nice! That sounds fun. I don't love the look of those. Sip and paint.
I think you should be sipping paint.
Kathy, he thinks you're sipping paint. He doesn't understand. Men, I'm telling ya. I love peonies. I just think they're so pretty, but these are a little distorted. You have to work on Easter Sunday. I don't have the kids for Easter Sunday. We celebrated yesterday. I didn't give them their Easter baskets though because I ordered them each like a small gift and they're not all here yet. So I might use a couple of these little guys too. Let me just trim these out of here. Isn't it pretty? I like it. I think it's pretty. Trim some of these. Might use some of them. These are pretty too even. Use some of them. I don't love these green. Green's my favorite color, but it has to be a certain green. You know what I mean? Which is funny because I remember when I was young, my favorite color was like lime green. Now I cannot stand it. Have we been to the casino lately? We went for dinner. When? It's been a while. A couple weekends ago, I think. We get like free point type things. So we go for dinner every so often. A glass of wine and a 16 by 14 painting. Oh, that's awesome. What kind of a painting was it, Kathy? Like, did you all have like a certain theme or? All right, let's start filling in and see how we feel here. I don't want to put flowers in the middle of that. I just want to kind of cover. So I'm just going to use, I think, hot glue here. Just add it to the end of these pokey guys. Used to make wreaths all the time and I got bored with it, so I started painting. Well, there you go. Whatever makes you happy, right? Whatever brings you joy. I do love making wreaths sometimes, but I always, of course, incorporate chalk into it. You guys know I love doing me some wreaths and incorporating chalk into it. It's one of my favorite things. There's no rhyme or reason to it, right? You just put it where you feel it. Landscape with mountains and cherry blossoms. That sounds pretty. I am not a painter. I am not good at painting. Never have been. Hi, Annabelle. Welcome.
Water painting. Water
Well, that's like when I have a transfer down and I can, that's a whole different thing.
Still
Mark.
counts.
It's not the same thing, honey. That one did not stay.
What else did it go on there?
Those red flowers are gorgeous. Aren't they pretty? Yeah, they're peonies.
Ooh.
Chop it towards your new adventure. It's so fun, isn't it? It's fun.
I got like a serious urge that I can.
Mark's got this.
Serious.
Anybody's husband ever to say that? I have this serious urge to vacuum.
Stuff on the floor.
There's stuff on the floor. You can't take it. Stay, bud.
No stay.
I got glue attached to me. I'm trying to figure out how I want to hide. I don't want to hide that. What are you doing? I don't want that.
Don't be
That's
caught with
ugly.
wiggles.
No.
Bring a.
No, sir.
Ooh, those are pretty. What's that?
Pete, stop it! What are you doing?
I don't like it.
No, it's part of the
You
peony.
gotta cut it out.
Mark!
It doesn't belong there.
You wish you could clone Mark?
Vacuum.
He is something else, let me tell you. I'm trying to decide how I want to put these. I like some of this. I'm just trying to decide how I want to place it. Maybe I'll just place some of these little guys. Place some of these down in here, I think. Don't we all? There. Place that there. I think I want to just... You guys saw I'm really thinking here. I want another king, but I want a little bit smaller one. Mark, you have one job. I know. One job, Mark. One job. Suds Buster. Now he's over there. Got his feet up on the laser.
I'm in standby. Everything else is too noisy.
He's in standby. No, they said you were fine.
I know. Well, no, I was just cutting. I don't want to use that plastic wrap. That's like...
Oh. I'm gonna add another one right here. Hold this here for a second. Bear with me for a hot minute. Hot minute? Is that a thing? Sometimes my words, I'm not sure.
You're using hot glue.
Yeah, that's true. Suds Buster. That he is. He's our Suds Buster, isn't he?
You let that come.
You already took your nap, Mark. You have napped today, my good sir.
Yeah, but
You don't need more than one nap.
you don't know.
I do know. I gotta somehow hide that, but I don't want to see that. I do really like this. Do I just want to add some of that in there with that? Does that look funny? Or do I want to just add it here? I think I'll just add some of it there. Okay, we added that there. I feel like I need to add these right here. Okay. So we have those on there. The only other thing, if I had moved that zip tie up, I could have hidden it better. I might have to move that. But let's see here. I wanted to just do, what did I do with that ribbon? There. Add it into the bluish flowers. I thought about it, but I kind of like it just off to the side. But I do need to move that zip tie. I think I'm just gonna snip it off right now. It's not gonna go anywhere. It'll stay there for now. But let me just, we have our little sign here that's just gonna kind of, I think I wanna just pop it like underneath. And then we can kind of, like that. And then does it need a bow, or do you think that would be too much? I don't know where I would put the bow. I'm trying to think. If I just want like some, maybe like a, something hanging off of the star. I'm trying to think. Let me just grab my things here. We'll try something. If we don't like it, we can always change it. How about that? I feel like I just want to like, have you seen like the, like what do they call it? Swags, not a bow, but like the swags for the, people add onto their wreaths at times. You could do it at the, even the bottom. Maybe that's what I want to do. Just tie it on the bottom. Let's see. You guys know what I'm saying? What are those things called? I think they're called like swags. It might not be called that, but. that, and then make sure it's at the bottom. And then see how they're just, I don't need them that long. How wide is that banner? Mark, how wide is the banner?
14
14 inches.
by 6.
14 by 6. Yeah, but it's called, they call it something. It's not. I want to say it's called like that. I like that actually. Just adds a little something to it. Let me hold it up. And then throw that down. I know some of you said no bow, but I disagree. And it's not a bow, so. And again, you guys can do you, but this is, I think I'm gonna take a little zip tie, just a short one.
Just put it through like,
Yeah.
you can make a little hole.
And just attach it through here. Hold on. On the round door handle. We can always change it too. Like if you need it a different size, we can change it. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna put it on this very corner of this, so hopefully you don't see it too much. Hi Nancy, isn't it so pretty? I like it. I think it turned out so, so cute. I'm gonna turn that off of there. Are killing me, these magnets that keep sticking to it. And that side, I think will stay, won't it? Yeah, that'll stay. All right, let me hold it up for you guys. I think it turned out so cute. Do it on the star. You could do it on the star if you wanted to. I don't want to. I want to put it where it is, but you could absolutely put it wherever you want it if that's what you want to do. But it needs to be centered. Hold on. Let me get her moved over. Hold it up. There we go. Look how cute this turned out. I would probably trim these even a little bit more, but depending on your door, you know what I mean? But what do you guys think? Isn't that cute? I think that's so cute. What do you think? I love it. I think it turned out so, so pretty. I love that ribbon too. Cute, right? Especially with a little pop of gold. I think that turned out super cute. I love it. All right, you guys. As always, if you have any questions, let me know. Like I said, comment wreath for the information. Join our club this month to get 5 free transfers. Then once you place a $60 order, you get another 5 for free. Like I said, tomorrow night in our VIP group, we're going to be posting something exciting. What else? Oh, mystery bundles. You can grab your mystery bundle through the 20th. We're going to do them live together on the 3rd. Tomorrow I'm actually going to create the event for that. So keep your eyes peeled for that. But yeah, as always, if you guys have any questions, let us know. We'll see you guys probably tomorrow. Take care.